We, the Atlanta Falcons, are proud to partner with MegaFit meals and have them be a continued part of our success here with this team and organization. Player came to me, he really needed some changes to his diet. He was almost eating like a really high-fat, low-carb diet, which in this sport, just that really doesn't fit the demands for what these guys put their bodies through. So I began to explore different meal prep companies, different options that were both local and nationwide shipping, and just happened to stumble on MegaFit. What attracted me to MegaFit most was my ability to get into their website, not only see that there were chef design, thoughtfully procured ingredients with each one of their meals, and secondly, there's the ability to go in there and completely customize macronutrients, right? So that's a really big thing as a dietitian, especially working in this sport where you've got several different body types. I've got with me today Caleb McGary and Avery Williams, two completely different positions. Their bodies call for two completely different sets of demands, and each of them, they need tailored their own very specific diets. Being in the NFL and being in this environment, I realized that there are very specific times throughout the year where I need to continue to be engaged with the athletes, where I simply just don't have physical contact to them. So those months are specifically during the course of the off season, where that just so happens to be one of the critical points in their calendar year where they can actually work on their bodies, they can build their bodies up to prevent the breakdown that happens throughout the season. So looking at the month of January and February, essentially up through the start of camp, like I need to be able to stay in contact with these guys and be able to stay tight with their diets and be in unison and alignment with them. And that's typically times that I don't get to see them. So to have MegaFit meals at our exposure has been a critical component of me helping these guys work on their bodies year in, year out, so they simply don't feel like they're stuck spinning the wheels with the same body that they started with the season prior, right? So that's a really attractive component of why MegaFit has helped us so much. And each player has their own specific demands for their position, right? So Avery Williams, he's a skill position guy. He's 5'9", Avery. He's 5'9", he's 200 pounds, he's an extremely explosive athlete. And we've got Caleb McGary, who's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, offensive tackles in the league, and he's close to 350 pounds, right? So when you have two very distinct different body types like that, each one of those athletes calls for very different calorie distribution and potentially macronutrient distribution too. Big engines burn big fuel, right? So for Caleb to be a candidate and a individual that I identified as someone that could use the help of MegaFit, we've got two things, right? So in the off season, I know that Caleb goes out west. He's in a remote location. He doesn't necessarily have, a grocery store close by. So I thought, how do I get this guy meals that keep him on track and in alignment so he can continue to improve his body? And with MegaFit meals nationwide distribution, that was something that I was very easily able to coordinate and just say, hey, Caleb, here you go. Here's your food. So Avery suffered a knee injury that ultimately would end his season around this time last year. And being from the West Coast, I knew that Avery didn't necessarily have a whole lot of family help and resources that were directly at his disposal to help him take care of the things. While he was non-ambulatory, he was in a knee brace for a significant period of time, to where he wasn't mobile and able to get up and essentially cook on his own like he normally does. So I thought, what a perfect opportunity to not only teach Avery about what eating for performance looks like coming off of a pretty serious injury, but then also like, hey, how do we keep you with a good prognosis moving forward and accelerating recovery timelines?
Hey, my name's Caleb McGary. I play right tackle for the Atlanta Falcons. Did you have to zoom out when I got in the chair? No. I talked to Steve about MegaFit meals back in 2020 when he first got here. I wanted to make a hard cut because I'd gained some weight. I didn't really like it. I wanted to get back down where I felt healthy and strong. And Steve suggested the best way to do that might be pre-made meals. And I was actually really skeptical because I haven't had a lot of very good experiences with pre-made meal companies. Until he suggested MegaFit, decided I'd go ahead and give it a shot, and I was actually shocked. I was very impressed with the quality of food, how easily you could control everything that's in it. I didn't have to worry about, consuming a bunch of, bad stuff that I didn't know was in there. It was awesome. I'm very happy, and I was able to make the cut and get down to where I wanted and slowly build back up. It was awesome. In essence, a lot of the NFL, your body is your business, right? And that is very true with offensive linemen like everybody else. what you put into your body is what you get out of it. So it's incredibly important that you maintain, good nutrition and good quality nutrient sources throughout your career. And MegaFit was a great way for us to do that. I would recommend MegaFit meals to anybody who wants to just get healthier, because even if you're not a professional athlete, a lot of people underestimate what controlling your diet can really do for you. Like my parents, for example, they wanted to get healthier. They both have very restrictive diets due to health concerns. And MegaFit Meals has allowed me to help them make tremendous growth towards, their goals. Be that whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to bulk up, whether you're just trying to trade mass, it's a great tool. You can control the proteins, the fats, the carbs, everything, and you don't have to worry about it. And whereas in a store, it can be very difficult because it's hard to tell these days. It's very difficult to discern, good sugars, bad sugars, how much, good fats, bad fats, the amount of protein you get per, chunk of beef or per chicken breast, etc. It can be very difficult and very confusing. With something like MegaFit Meals, it takes all of that guesswork out of it and you don't have to worry about it. I personally am very proud to be a partner of MegaFit Meals. I think they're an incredible company.
This is Avery Williams, return specialist and running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, being a return specialist it's not an easy task. Every time you're out there, there's 11 guys, running at you full speed, trying to, take your head off essentially. So it's important that, I have every capacity, to do what I need to do, use my skill set and be strong and explosive and powerful in every way so that I can do my job to the best, and help my team out. And these MegaFit meals, are important, in terms of nutrition, in terms of me being ready and having enough energy to go do my job. About a year ago, I tore my ACL and wasn't able to play last year. Spent the last year on IR. And in terms of getting back, recovering, and completing rehab and doing the right things I need to do to get back on the field, nutrition is a big part of that. I was dependent on these MegaFit meals. Be able to have access to meals and have them shipped to wherever I am, that's essential. I'm proud to be partnered with MegaFit Meals and very grateful and thankful for them.